We are back at it again. Obviously, you know, when you think enough is enough and you think that the powers that be have shut down the Conjuring house, enough is not enough. The Conjuring house has not been shut down in the slightest. Jacqueline Nunes is still taking bookings for December, even though the place has been shut down 3 days ago at the time of recording. So it's the 3rd of December today. 30th of November was supposed to be the last time that any operations took place over in the Conjuring house. But here we are. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. It's not over until Jacqueline Nunes says that it's over. So we've actually got proof of this now as well, by the way. Like, there is going to be an interview come out with the Providence Journal where apparently Jacqueline Nunes did a sit-down interview with the Providence Journal, which I'm very, very intrigued to see. I'm actually very excited to see that because I think, you know, it's a crazy situation to find ourselves in. Anyway, the Conjuring house is still open despite losing business license. Burrillville police are monitoring the situation. So this is besides the interview coming out in a couple of days. But Burrillville, despite losing its license to do business in town, the Conjuring house is still open and will remain so through the end of the year. Owner Jacqueline Nunes told the Providence Journal on Monday. Right? Crazy stuff. Hello everyone in the chat, by the way. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm glad to have you all here. It is lovely that you have come to join me on this craziness. Anyway, last month the town council declined to renew the business license for the centuries-old farmhouse, which inspired the 2013 horror film The Conjuring, based on the experiences of the Perron family, said that they had while living there in the 1970s. Nunes bought the house in 2022, expanding on the previous owner's business of allowing tours and overnight paranormal, quote, investigations. The council voted unanimously on November 18th not to renew the business license after the police chief cited erratic behaviour on Nunes' part. The annual license expired at the end of November. We are open to and honouring bookings to the end of the year, given our book of business from around the world, Nunes texted the Providence Journal reporter in response to an inquiry, meaning they made travel and lodging arrangements. Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure that's exactly an excuse to be able to do that. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit crazy. But, you know, we read on. Hello, everyone in the chat, by the way. This is really what is going on. Hey, I enjoy your videos. Thanks, Ruth. Hello, Falconry with Kai. Hello, Chemical Squirrel. Hello, Tiff Paranormal. How is everyone doing? Huntingly Beautiful Adventures. Hi, everyone. David Childers, Paranormal Addictions. Hello, David. How are you? Honestly, it doesn't come as a surprise to me that the Conjuring house is still operating illegally. Obviously, if anyone goes there at this point, like, you're just kind of doing yourself a disservice, right? Because surely there's no licenses or insurances. Actually, I made a video about this already. If you go there, you're not under any kind of insurance. If you hurt yourself, you can't sue because, you know, there's nothing... Oh, I don't know. She really went full illegal. Well, it's not the first time, is it? Obviously, she got arrested literally like 3 or 4 weeks ago. Crazy stuff. Anyway, in response to the message sent to the Contact Us page on the Conjuring House website, an unidentified spokesperson for the business emailed the Providence Journal reporter, "We are currently not taking any new booking tours. We will make an announcement once things change." Nunes vowed to persist. "Let's face it," Nunes texted. "Women get things done. They built a successful business, and that's why mediocre white men want to take us down. It's temporary." Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Mediocre white men. That's crazy. On Monday, Burrillville Police Chief Stephen J. Lynch declined to say what, if any, action his officers would take against the business other than observing. We continue to monitor the activities of the Conjuring house. Oof. That's insane, right? Because imagine, like, you doing bad stuff and then being like, oh, it's only temporary as well, and, you know, it's middle-aged white men that want to or mediocre white men that want to take you down. Like, imagine, oh, I don't know. Imagine if that was the other way around. If I turned around to Jacqueline Nunes and said basically the same thing to her, there'd be uproar. I'd be cancelled quickly, wouldn't I? I take it the mediocre white man is going to be Jason Hawes. The news station's supposed to be interviewing her and going air Wednesday from what I hear. I've heard the same as well. I've heard the same, David. It is crazy. So I actually got an email from, let me pull it up quickly, from one of my subscribers, wonderful people. Yesterday, I won't like share their name or anything because it's not fair to do. But they sent me an email and they stated, I thought I'd let you know that I reached out to the Rhode Island reporter who has been covering the Conjuring House drama, Sarah Grunelli, right? That's the lady that's that's been reporting on this. She's just reached out to say that she has a sit-down interview with Jacqueline Nunez that will be aired this Wednesday. Jacqueline Nunez has told her that they're still running through December, and Sarah has reached out to the town to see what their next steps are. All of the info will be included within the story, so keep your eyes peeled on Wednesday/Thursday for the scoop. Lol. An absolute bloody legend. Hey, is there an email that I can reach you? Absolutely. Let me just punch it into the chat. laneyandben@gmail.com. That's the one that I monitor the most. So if you send an email to that, anything you want at all, just ping it over. I love the new owner of the Conjuring House, said no one ever. That mediocre white man is comment is unfortunate, very hilarious to read. Yeah, it is. It is kind of funny to read. It's like, it's just any jab to get at anyone that's like trying to talk about her. Anyway, this is the actual email from Sarah Gunelli, right? I'm not going to include their email. How do I scrub that? But give me 1 second, everyone. I'm just going to scrub out the email because I don't want to... Oh, I can't. Can I like just... here we go. Right. So, hi, thank you for reaching out and happy to hear these stories are reaching the UK. I have a sit-down interview with Jacqueline that will be airing this Wednesday. She says that she is still running through December. I have reached out to the town to see what their next steps are. All of the information will be included in the story. Best, Sarah. And then as you can see, here are her, like, you know, her stuff. So Target 12 Investigative Consumer Reporter, WPRI TV, and then all the rest of it. And then all of the stuff that she works for, Fox News and all the rest of it. Crazy stuff, right? Like, that is pretty crazy stuff. To think that, you know, that's like the way that the things are going. I just find it insane, to be perfectly honest. What's everyone else's thoughts on this? She and A1 Solutions seem to be cut from the same paranoid, delusional cloth. A1 Solutions, man. Like, I could not believe it. At this point, I think that guy's just literally out to rage bait. To try and just get any interactions on his channel, whether it be good or bad. I'm here for Arnold. Big up Arnold. There is a YouTube channel from the Netherlands recently uploaded a video of them at the TCH. I think I saw this. Hang on. If you guys aren't part of it already, I highly recommend that you go over to the Facebook group if you want to be kept up to date and you want to chat about it a bit more in depth. If you go over to the Conjuring House, there's a Facebook group over on, well, Facebook, funnily enough. And you can get up to speed with everything here, but I'm pretty certain... Here, is it this one? Is it this one? Night at the Conjuring House, insane. I'd be intrigued to see... I haven't watched that video yet, but... Stefan de Vries. Is that the person that did it? Where did you put the email address? I don't see it in the chat. Oh, it's coming from a YouTube channel called Simply Said. It's literally like 3 or 4 above. Let me... If you just go laneyandben@gmail.com, then you can reach me with everything. Ben, show the picture about Jacqueline I sent you on Messenger. Bear with me. Let me... Oh, yes. So, obviously there's a load of stuff that's been going on with Jacqueline, but apparently she's like... This isn't the first time that she's been like this, right? So, you know, she's got a history of, like, really dodgy behaviour. So let me just pull it up quickly. Let me just... Bear with me 1 second. Just gonna find it. Scrolling through the chat. Scrolling to the chat. Screenshot. This is top tier viewing, isn't it? I know I'm the best YouTuber on the planet. You don't need to tell me. I know that this is highly entertaining right now. Right. Arnold is the man. Told me that if I joined his cult of Arnold, I could get in the triangle before it blows up. There you go. You could get a cut of that $1 trillion that Jacqueline Nunes talks about. Right. If we go like this and like this, right? So, this is a screenshot from a website. So, looking for some information from the 1996-97 area on the Iowa State women's volleyball. All right. And it says, I'm doing a video about the past history of Jacqueline Nunes, who owns the Conjuring house now. Her last head coaching job was at Iowa State University. Many of the players on her last team and some past players accused of many things which were being in violations of NCAA rules. Verbal and mental abuse, forced injured players to practice, and the likes. I saw that the NCAA was investigating them. Ms. Nunes was moved into administration, but I have not seen any more about her. Did they fired her for being abusive to the players? Did the NCAA ban her from coaching again? I can't find her listed as a head coach after that. She used to be a star player on the Northwestern women's volleyball team that won a national title. I'm looking up for the past history because she is in the news again for being very abusive against her employees and former employees. And she is also making death threats against Jason Hawes and his family. Jason Hawes is a founder of TAPS and the host of Ghost Hunters on TV. He wants to see what I come up with. I already have the abuse allegations done. I'm trying to get intro into the coaches of abused players using Bobby Knight, Lou Holtz, Mike Leach, Greg Marshall, Tim Backman, Mike Rice, etc. as coaches that have been verbal and mental abusing their players. Found an article with her making harsh comments against her players for losing games. I read another one that she and her assistant threw chairs on the court mad at what was going on in their game. This lady just completely lost it. Does that even surprise any? Does that actually surprise you? Genuinely. Why did they close the Conjuring house? Because they did not renew Jacqueline Nunes's business license. So the business license is what she needs to run the Conjuring house. Obviously, without it, she's not legally allowed to run the business. And they didn't give it to her because the fire marshal said that there was safety regulations that weren't being adhered to. So genuine fire safety concerns. The town stated that the building wasn't structurally intact or enough to warrant it being open, and also there's all the stuff that's been going on recently, so they've just decided not to renew it for her. Hello people, hello Goblin Games. I'm from Iowa, nice. I think she got fired from a lot of places. I would believe that, I guess. I'm from Iowa and never knew she coached volleyball around here. Oh my god, there you go. There you go. The more you know, I guess. That is my post on that forum. Hey, Spitfire the Dragon. What a legend. That's your post. Ben, that's my post on that forum. That's amazing. It's cool to know that that's your post. Huntingly Beautiful Adventures. Did you manage to get my email? Let me punch it in one more time. It's going to come in from Gmail. It's going to come in from a channel called Simply Said. I don't know why, but that's just what it does for some reason. Hello, peeps. Hello, Haley. How are ya? Right. So, yeah, I do actually recommend that you go over to this Facebook group because this Facebook group's got the tea. If you're looking for the tea and I've not come out with it yet, this is probably where it's at. Right. Right, let's have a look. Keep scrolling through. Oh, yeah, here's another one from a text from Sarah Gunelli, who's the reporter. Hi, thanks for sending this to me. I have a sit-down interview with Jacqueline Nunes airing on Wednesday. Still don't see it. Oh, let me just bear with me one sec. Let me go onto the stream and sort it out that way. When was this? Goblin Games. I'm not sure. I'm not sure when this was. Maybe Spitfire the Dragon can let you know in the comments. When was that thing sent out regarding... Doesn't show in the chat. That's so weird. That is so weird. Let me punch it into the chat through this way. Bear with me, everyone. Sorry. Right, here we go. LAINEman@gmail.com. Let me know if this one comes through. It should do. Right, let me know if that comes through. That should be it now. Let me know if you can see it. What's up, dudes? Sparky's Paranormal and Outdoors. Hello, how are ya? Oh, you have got it. Oh, okay, well, that's fine. There it is. Right, there you go. You can have that. Have that on me. Email me. Right. Oh, also, in this article, we've obviously got the first ever interview that Jacqueline Nunes did with the Providence Journal, and I can imagine it's going to be a very different one in comparison to the one that is coming up tomorrow.
Hi, come on in. Hi, I'm Jacqueline Nunes. I'm the new owner of the Conjuring house. I just closed on it here at the end of May, and I stepped into a full book of business for 2022. And then in addition, we've expanded all sorts of offerings for the house. My goal in owning the Conjuring house is to provide as many different opportunities as possible for people to perhaps experience some authentic paranormal phenomena. The three most active, right, in the seance library, the middle bedroom, and then this room. We believe that this well continues to be a portal where energy will enter. This well room is a very common and popular area for paranormal investigators to conduct various experiments and use their devices to capture activity. So we are standing now in the seance room. This room, along with the library in there, are among the most active areas of the house. We have captured light orbs in here. We have captured books being thrown off the shelf in the library. This is also the room where Carolyn Perrin was sitting, where the seance was conducted, where she was thrown into the parlor area after an entity attached to her levitated a table, slammed it down, picked her up, and threw her into the next room. So we are now in the middle bedroom upstairs. This is a very active area of the house. There are a lot of beanbag chairs set up around here. Paranormal investigators like to spend a lot of time up here. When the Perrins lived here, this was April and Cindy's bedroom. So Oliver Richardson was the playmate of April Perrin. April Perrin was the youngest daughter of the Perrin family, and she would play with little Oliver all of the time. And he would come out from behind these doors, and he would play with her toys. She would leave them out for him to play with. And he is still around. He has been captured with EVPs saying, "Come find me," a few times. His footsteps have been captured, his giggling has been captured, and thermal images have also been captured of him peering out from behind a door.
So, yeah, obviously that was the first ever interview that Jacqueline Nunes did after she took over the house in 2022, right? And I'm not going to lie to you, it's actually such a shame what happened. Like, what's gone on is actually such a shame because, you know, like, she seems in this interview that we just watched, like, she was really, like, optimistic about the place and it was going to go places, and I believe that it would have. And it still has the opportunity to, but I don't know, man. It's just a bit weird. It's just a bit sus a little bit, isn't it? But what do you guys think? I'm going to open the floor. Anyone that wants to join the Zoom call and talk about it live, you're more than welcome to now. Hop on you can join it. You don't have to put your face on, obviously. There's a link at the top of the pinned comments in the comment section. I want to hear, are you surprised that Jacqueline Nunes is running through December? What do you think's going to happen? You know, if obviously it does continue like she states, and what do you expect to see from the interview tomorrow? Not only stained the name of the Conjuring House, but also her own name. Yeah, that's it. All you have to do now is just search Jacqueline Nunes, and you'll find a plethora of controversy. It's not exactly a good look for business, is it? I want a beanbag couch. This vape is good. She really needs to get some downtime and work through the issues. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I'm very intrigued to see, though, what this interview tomorrow is going to bring. Because, you know, there's just a plethora of possibilities. Zach Baggins and Jackie should do a TV show together. They could be a top drama on TV. Oh, my God. Could you imagine? I've heard rumours that Zach Baggins might end up jumping in and potentially getting his hands on the place. I don't know if that's a good thing, though. Oh, we got someone jumping in the chat. Let me have a look. So we got Celtic Cat. Bear with it. It's just joining. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
Good. What are you thinking then? Talk to me.
Okay, I will talk to you. Yeah, I had called a few weeks back, mid-ish November or something, and I just said, I bet you she would probably do something after December, that she was gonna pull something.
And here we are.
And here we are. I mean, I hope the word is out. It seems like a lot of people know, but maybe people are willing to take the risks, and that's what's scary to me.
I agree, actually. I do agree. I think you're, like, or maybe they just don't know, which is even scarier, you know? Like,
right.
I mean, I don't expect people to, like, always just kind of, like, you know, take everything at face value, but at the same time, you know, it's not exactly new that this is going on and stuff like that. And also, she should be making people aware of the fact that this is the case, you know, that, like, if they come to the Conjuring House, you know, yeah, we don't have our business license or whatever.
Yeah, that just doesn't seem like that she would do it. I mean, you know, people talking about like her past employment and things that have happened in her past, and things just kind of burn down into a fire. It just keeps getting worse and worse. So, yeah, I'm sure not everybody knows. It's just like I used to live in an area, not in Rhode Island, Massachusetts, but so I'm like more familiar, so that's why I caught on more. And then I remember coming across you a month and a half ago, and here I am.
Oh, what a legend! Well, it is a sad like thing, and obviously, you know, being in the area, I should imagine it's probably like it hits you guys harder because, you know, I should imagine that Conjuring House brings
Yes.
a lot of business.
Yeah, it does. So, I mean, I had not done it in terms of a paranormal. I always wanted to try it, but yeah, for sure. So, yeah, I just kind of figured. I thought I would just jump in and say, didn't want to. Not I told you so, but you know.
But I told you so. Yeah.
But yeah. So anyway.
Oh, fair enough. You definitely saw it coming.
Okay, I did. Okay.
did.
Well, you take care.
And you look after yourself.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. It's kind of funny, that, isn't it? It is kind of funny. Like, you can see it coming a mile off, but it's still one of those things where it's like, will she, won't she, will she, won't she? Ah, yeah, she did. Anyway, we've also got David Childers, who's joining. Bear with it. Give it a second. Hello.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Hey, how's it going?
Nah, going good. Same thing, different day as always.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, you know, and you know the thing is with her still wanting to run that business without a license is really not that smart, because her neighbor across the street doesn't really care for all the you know, in and out traffic, this and that, you know.
Yeah,
I'm sure
yeah.
saw it on the interview.
Yeah.
Well, the video, and he's going to sit here. He's going to call the cops, and she's going to get shut down. I feel sorry for those people that are going to be, involved in that situation.
I know. Yeah, because could you imagine being the person who's booked, paid, and travelled all the way to the Conjuring house, and then suddenly the cops turn up and are like, "Yeah, you're not allowed to be here because the licenses aren't here." Like that'd be crazy.
Oh yeah, it would be insane. And just imagine how unhinged she would be if that happened. They're probably going to take her to jail again.
Oh, honestly, I just don't get it. Like, what is there to gain from doing this stuff? Do you know what I mean? Like I understand that she's going to continue to make money or whatever, but like, surely if she just sorted the stuff out, got herself straight, and did everything that the town asked her to do, she could just reopen again without having to break the law.
Yeah, absolutely. But, she thinks she's higher than everybody else. I mean, heck, you've seen that. I mean, drinking, driving, running from police.
Yeah.
She don't care. She has
No.
no regard for anybody's safety or anybody's well-being. And I agree with you. She needs to seek the help, get the help that she needs, lay low for a few months, probably about, 3 months, then maybe get back on the feet. And I mean, I don't know if it's going to change anything. The best thing for her to do is just sit back and not even go there and get management, get a manager to run the location, and her not even be associated with it. That would probably be the best bet, just in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I've said the same thing, to be fair. And do you know what's even worse though is, like, imagine if she's there and someone injures themselves, right? There's no insurance, there's no compensation, there's nothing to back those people up if they get an injury because, the place has been deemed unsafe, like fire hazards and structural integrity issues. If someone like falls through a floorboard, for example, and breaks their leg, like the place, like she's screwed.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. 100%. And I mean, they'll turn around, they could sue her, this and that, and it'll be a long legal battle. I mean, heck, she's not paying anybody anyway. She's at least, one person is suing her for like $50,000.
Yeah.
And that's just one person.
Yeah.
She's going to have to be forced to sell before it's over with, just in my opinion.
Yeah.
In the state, it looks like the state is trying to shut it down and take it over, which that actually would be a good thing. It would actually be taken care of.
Yeah, I'd love to see that. I would love to see that because I think at least then, it's in trusted hands to run it and manage it properly.
Right. Exactly. 100%. I agree with you.
Awesome. Yeah, no, you make some really good points there.
Yeah. So, well, we'll see how it goes, man. We'll see how this interview comes out on Wednesday.
Honestly, I'm gonna stay up late to watch it. It's gonna be like a premiere, when a new movie comes out at midnight or whatever. I'm just gonna sit there with my popcorn waiting for it.
I know, right? Exactly. And it's probably gonna be as entertaining as her body cam footage. So,
oh God, I dread to think. I do dread to think, to be fair.
Yep.
But here we are.
Yep, absolutely. Well, man, I appreciate it. Just wanted to chat with you about the situation and keep on, rocking it and kicking ass, man.
Yeah, cheers, man. Thanks for jumping in again. It's lovely to catch up again.
Yep, absolutely. And I will talk to you later, my man.
And you, take care of yourself.
All right, bye.
There you are. I did see someone in the chat. Bear with it. Someone said, "Can we jump? Is this? Oh, Ben, is this for the Conjuring House situation? Can we talk about something else? Shadow Side Paranormal Research Society. Yes, you can jump in, talk about whatever you want. Honestly, it's what's mine is yours, guys. Anyway, we're gonna jump in for the next person. Right. We've got Zoe. Bear with it. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Not too bad, yourself.
Yeah, not too bad, thank you.
Good. First of all, I just wanted to say thank you for what you do because your coverage of this has been brilliant.
Oh,
to
thank
me,
you, thank you.
Personally, the interview scares me. That's coming.
Yeah.
It's very worrisome given what she's been known to say and do to officials.
Yeah, I do agree with you. I think it's it's gonna go one of two ways, and by that I mean it's just gonna go one way, right?
Yeah.
And it's like it's just going to be car crash. Like, that's all I can imagine. And, you know, I reckon we're going to see, like, some God complex really on show in it, if I'm honest. You know?
Definitely. Her narcissistic traits are definitely going to show through, as if they haven't already.
Yeah.
Which is why, like, people have said, you know, can she sell it to a friend and things like that, or have a manager take over the house? Yeah, she could, but she would not want to give up that control because she needs to control it.
Yeah.
It's like her shining light, and she's ruined it.
Yeah, it definitely does seem that way. And, you know, it's like, just, she can take it back, but just, like, as long as she gets herself straight and, like, you know, she needs to build up that trust with people now, like, you know, where the reputation's, like, shot to bits. The trust and faith in her is shot to bits. You know, I think the house will be there long after she's gone, you know, so
definitely she needs to sort her mental health out, and she needs to find somebody that she can trust. And I know a lot of people have been saying this, but she's obviously not listening to anybody, and that's sad. As a counselor myself, I know how hard it is for people to ask for help, and I know how hard it was for me to ask for help. So, but she's just digging her own grave.
Yeah, it
and
definitely
she's
seems
taking
that way,
something like the Conjuring house down with her. It's just, it's such a sad situation.
It is. I mean, like, I know they say that captains should go down with the ship, but, like, not this is not one of those times. You know? You know, and it's. I mean, I was just talking to David Chandler, and he was saying that and he was saying that it's looking like the state might step in and try and take over, which of course would be wonderful because you know, they can really look after it like a national trust kind of thing. Yeah, I think that'd be great. You know, if they've got like a national trust like we have here, it would be fantastic. Yeah, definitely. And good for all rounders, including her neighbours. Yeah, I agree. It'll be, her neighbours definitely seem to not like the Conjuring house because of the traffic. And I can't say I blame them. No. It's like living next door to an airport, isn't it? God, yeah. Yeah, honestly. So, but I don't understand. But yeah, I just wanted to throw my 2 cents in. Oh, no, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Because it's always lovely to hear, like, everyone's got a different opinion on it and stuff. And I really enjoy listening to it. So thank you so much for taking the time. No problem. And thanks again, Ben. Oh, no problem. Thank you. All right. Take care of yourself. I'll leave to it. Bye-bye. Bye. That's a fact, by the way. I do love to listen to everyone's, like, thoughts and opinions, because everyone's got a valid opinion. You know, not everyone's going to agree with me. So I do like to listen to it. So we've got someone else. Bear with me. We're going to let them in. Just loading up now. Hello. Not everyone's going to agree with me. Hello, how are you?
Not too bad, yourself?
Yes, not too bad, thank you.
So I called in a couple of weeks ago as well.
Yes, I remember, yeah.
And yeah, I think your previous caller and I are kind of in the same link that, thinking about it, she has definitely some narcissistic traits. And I grew up in a family with very toxic, destructive, narcissistic people.
Right.
Like, they were the kind of people, they would rather burn down your house, burn down my house, than we both have nothing, you're miserable, and I'm somehow happy about this.
Yes, I know exactly the kind of person you're describing. And actually, when you put it in that kind of context, I completely get it. You're absolutely bang on. You're absolutely spot on.
And I could see her doing the same kind of thing of literally burning down the house. Sure, I don't have the house anymore, but you people don't either.
Yeah, I can absolutely see that without a doubt. And you are right in the sense that she would rather see it, like, fall to the ground and suffer than see it go into the hands of anyone else, which is such a shame because, first of all, like, if it were me and I was in that position, I'd look at it from a pragmatic business point of view, being like, this is a $1.5 million investment. Like, you know, it's like that. You don't let that kind of thing go up in flames. But at the same time, it's like, you know, as well, it's like, I don't know. It means a lot to a lot of people, and I don't think she realises, like, really what she's got on her hands, you know?
No, and the worst thing about people who are narcissistic like that is they will never recognize that what they're doing is wrong
Mm.
or see that they have done any kind of harm.
That's the thing, isn't it? It's and
Yeah.
even if they do acknowledge it, it's like, do they truly understand the damage that they've caused? You know, are they, or is it just mouth music because they know that sorry's the right thing to say? Do you know what I mean?
I think it's just mouth music, especially coming from her.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think you're right, and but yeah, I think
Like
this in
if she really meant it, she would have taken steps to try to help the employee she hurt, just as a very bare minimum example, or taken accountability of her arrest and gone, oh yes, maybe I did drink too much. I'm sorry. Here are the steps I would like.
yeah.
Nothing from it.
Yeah, that's it. And obviously, you know, accountability is like huge, and everyone, especially if you're a business owner, you know, you need to be kind of transparent in that sense to show that you're actually like willing to be better for the people that you are taking money from at the end of the day. You know, so oh, it's a weird world that we live in,
Yeah, yeah.
but. No, it'll be interesting to see what happens in this interview tomorrow. I'm very intrigued to see that for sure.
I'm looking forward to your coverage. I will say that.
Yeah, yeah. If I'm gonna call it early doors, I'd say it's probably just gonna be car crash, but we'll have to wait and see. She might surprise us. There might be some accountability taken. I doubt it, but
I doubt it, but
we can
never
hope.
know. Miracles happen.
Exactly that. But
Okay.
it is crazy. Yeah, thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you.
And yeah, I hope to speak to you again soon.
Okay. Bye.
Take care. Right, we've got someone else as well. Let's have a little look. I'm trying to go in order of how it comes in. Unfortunately, it just jumps from thing to thing to thing. Narcissists blame each other. Oh, here we go. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Thank you. Not too bad.
This whole situation is pretty messed up.
Oh.
I was watching another channel. I don't know if I should name them, but because they kind of get on my nerves. But they were kind of like constantly the person that's been backing her is and the people around that person were kind of like, you know, we shouldn't be what was the word everyone was using when they were not wanting to go to the, like, blackballing it or something like that.
Boycotting.
Boycotting. Thank you, Ben.
No worries.
Boycotting it, and I'm like, you know, I have an issue with them saying, you know, if you boycott it, you know, it might send her, you know, to another level that we can't deal with, you know. And I'm just like, but what you're telling people is to go there, you know, take that chance, spend that money. And I have an issue with that, you know?
Yeah.
But, you know, I just think this whole situation is messed up, and anyone who goes there now is pretty much just taking a chance with, you know, your cash. So
I agree. Yeah.
I mean, as soon as this happened with, you know, the whole situation with Jason and all that stuff, I knew, like, I was, myself and my team were planning on going there this year.
Right.
And, you know, just to do a tour to see, you know, if we would want to go through the place. And when that stuff started happening, we all just were like, no, we're good.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't blame you.
I'm not taking a chance. There's no way.
Yeah.
Too much money, first of all.
It is. It's very expensive to get there, and you know, it's such a shame though, because for like I take it, you know, you're a paranormal group, you know, and
yes, sir.
Yeah, so, you know, for you guys, I should imagine this is like the golden you know, like that golden nugget, really, because it's the place to go. It's being touted as the most paranormal place in the world. You know, it's supposed to be the place to go if you're a paranormal investigator or if you've got an interest in the paranormal. So, you know, it must be such a shame to like think that, well,
it is.
Now you don't.
It is, especially the fact. I'm sorry, Ben. I didn't mean to step on you. Especially the fact that I live in in New England. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like probably maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours from the Rhode Island house, you know? So, you know, I live in New Hampshire and Rhode Island's like 2 hours from me. So, and, you know, we have talked about going there so many times. And then once this stuff started happening, we all just were like, yeah, no way. You know, and it stinks because like you said, you know, for a paranormal investigator, you want to at least go in there once, you know, see what it's about, you know, for your own judgment, you know, and you can't even take that chance because you don't know if Jacqueline's going to come in there and, you know, start messing with whatever you're doing, you know. I mean, you can't even get an EVP session in without her, you know, stepping in. So
yeah, that's it, isn't it? But it sucks because, well, for all the reasons that you've just stated, and you know, like I can't get my head around it, like, personally. But you know, clearly there's a lot going on that we aren't aware about behind the scenes and stuff like this. And but at the same time, you know, like you say, as a paranormal investigator, you should, like, if you want to go there and you've got the money to do it and you know you're paying, you should be able to go there, no questions asked, no problems at all, and get what you pay for, you know. And
not be accused of you know, plotting to whatever, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
you know, I don't know. I think that in the end, this, you know, the Conjuring house being essentially taken away from the paranormal world it's really, you know, it kind of hurts, you know, because like I said, for the people who haven't been there and haven't experienced it, aren't, you know, I'm not going to say nobody will ever, but I mean, as long as it's in her hands, there's just no way I would take a chance. So, but I mean, you know, there's all those things that line up with it, and you know, I don't want to keep going on, because I know there's, you know, other people, but you know, I just, you know, with everything that she has done and the damage that she's done to this business, like, I genuinely don't see like it getting back to the point where it was before, like when Corey owned it, Corey and his wife owned it. So I mean, I just don't see it. It's got to be moved. And the thing, like you were saying earlier, and your other guests were like, they were pretty much saying, you know, there's no way she's gonna let it go.
No.
Just out of spite.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what worries me is, you know, something that old, you know, it goes down. I mean, I don't know. There's so many things to worry about with her, you know, and I don't want, when there was a fire at the barn, I was scared, you know. It was like, thought it was actually the house, and I was scared, and you know what I'm saying? So when that happened, I was just like, you know, I felt like it was a matter of time, and I don't want to jinx it. I really don't want to put that in the earth, you know. But I'm just saying, with all I'm saying is in her hands, you know, it just scares me. That's all.
No, I completely agree, because I mean, I know that you're not the only one to have that concern either, so you're absolutely warranted to have it, you know, because it is kind of a scary thought that, you know, someone like her with the state that it is currently, like, if the state was to come along and say, like, right, we're gonna take it off you, kind of thing, like I wouldn't be surprised to see in the news the next morning that the place had been burnt to the ground. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. And there goes history.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. And before you know it, that's it forever. But I will say that David Charles... Oh, sorry, go on.
No, I was just going to say, and I really didn't want to come off saying, you know, sounding selfish or anything like that. You know, just talking about, you know, the history of burning it. You know what I'm saying? I apologize if that comes off.
I think
you can. Brass.
No, you know? I think you're completely warranted to feel that way. But David Childers did put a comment in the chat saying there are bigger, better places, cheaper as well, in New England states. He said the Wilson Castle in Vermont is huge, haunted, and reasonably priced. It's like my second home. Collected a ton of evidence there. I don't know if you've ever been there before, but it might be worth a
No, we do plan on going there though. It's one of the one of we're going there at the beginning of next year, so I can't wait for that. So.
Oh, awesome! That'll be great.
But yeah, anyway.
Yeah,
So listen, I appreciate you taking my call, my friend. I just wanted to jump in and I was a little upset about how, like I said, about how people are just like don't boycott the Conjuring house. I mean, you should still go there. I'm just like, I don't get it. Why are you telling people to do that? Anyway, it just upset me, and I just felt like I wanted to get that off my shoulders there. And
yeah, fair enough. Yeah, appreciate you saying what you have and sharing your feelings.
Well, I appreciate it. And listen, one quick question before I let you go. How do I, if I need to get in touch with you, like email you, where do I find that?
So if you put in, if I put it in, are you able to see the chat at all on the video?
Yeah.
I'll put it in there, and I'll and then you can just send me anything there if you want to.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the best one to reach me at because it's laneyandben@gmail.com.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah, nice and easy.
Okay.
And then
right.
yeah, if you need anything, just reach out to me there, and I'll make sure to get back to you.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, and I appreciate you taking my call.
Thank you so much too, and you take care of yourself.
Okay, God bless. Bye-bye.
Bye. Right, what have I missed? Misinformation. I kind of have the same feeling when a place gets overrun every day from people. Why I'm so happy to go to places no one goes to. Fair enough, Sparky. Don't blame you. Don't blame you at all. Have we still got bear with it, hang on. It's in here somewhere. I've lost it now. Right, what we got? Google says temporarily is that on the Conjuring House website? Let me have a look. The Conjuring House. Oh, it does. Oh, I can't do my thingy. There we go. Google does say it's temporarily closed. The Conjuring House is temporarily closed. If that's wrong, you can suggest an edit. Yeah, suggest an edit for permanently closed. Interesting. I wonder what happens if we go onto the Conjuring House's actual... Like, I mean, obviously that must... Jacqueline wouldn't have put that on there, right? All right. Surely not. Let me have a look on the site itself. Obviously, it's still transitioning into the realm of Arnold, which is arguably the worst name I've ever heard. But there it is. Let's have a look at the About section. Oh, they've actually gone full on the old Arnold estate. No, the Perrin family. Nothing about it being closed, though. Jacqueline Nunes. John Arnold. There's time. Come play. There's time. The time's come to play here in my garden of shadows. Hocus pocus. Interesting. Right. Obviously, I'm assuming we still can't book. If we go to experiences, let's go for investigations, for example. Overnight. Let's go for book now. Yep, still can't do it. That's good to see. Thanks, Ben, for taking my call, and I apologise. I didn't realise it was so long. No, don't you worry about it. You're absolutely fine. I didn't mean to take up so much of your time, homie. No, don't worry about it. Shadow Side Research, Paranormal Research Society, sorry. You're absolutely fine. Don't worry. I would imagine just like us, live people, they communicate with who they like. I'm assuming that we're talking about spirits here. I'm trying to find out she got disbarred from practicing law. I've heard that she hasn't been doing law since like 2007 or something crazy like this. What will happen if this whole drama is the next people... is that the next people who will buy it will take down the house by Conjuring House? Honestly, it would be the best way. I don't know, man. I just want to see the house go to like people that would like look after it. Do I think that Elton Casti and Matt Rife are the best people for that? I don't know. Like, they're content creators at the end of the day. Would it just become a content house? Would it be best with someone like... I mean, if I'm honest, I want to see it go back to the Heinzens. They're not going to take it back, though. They've already stated that. So that's out the window. Bye-bye. Where do I want to see it go, though? I mean... I don't know. I really don't know, guys. She waved at you again. I love it. I do love it. I like the long calls. I do as well. I love it because, first of all, I don't feel lonely on these chats. Second of all, I love to hear other people's points of view. Everyone's got a point of view, right? It's like an arsehole. Everyone's got one. Sometimes you don't always need to see it. Oh, it's actually, speak of the devils. Someone's joined the call now. Let me just jump them in. Hello?
Hey, Ben.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going well. It is Dawson, Dauson.
Oh, good. I did question that last time, and I was like, is that right? But I turned out to be right.
That is right.
Legend.
That is right. How you doing, man?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you. How about you? How are you doing?
Pretty good.
Good.
So, feel like I'm watching a train wreck with this whole Conjuring house thing.
Yep.
But I'm seeing a lot of elements of self-sabotage.
Yes.
You know, as much as I believe that there is a mental health issue, whether it's the narcissism as the previous caller mentioned, or whether it's, you know, for all we know, it's totally speculation.
Yep.
I'm not saying true one way or another. You know, for all we know, it could be a problem with alcohol.
Yep.
But I just see a lot of self-sabotage, and I don't get it. I don't understand. She made such an investment into the house in the first place. You know, $1.5 million isn't something to sniff your nose at.
No, absolutely not.
And so you know, there's always a deeper underlying reason for why self-sabotage happens.
Yeah.
And I truly wish that she would just step back a moment and realize that about herself. I have a person in my life who self-sabotages all the time. And I'm certain they have mental issues along with being an alcoholic.
Right.
And I can say for positivity on that end for my person in my life.
Right.
Can't say for Jacqueline, but I really do hope that she'll get help. But I hope in that process the paranormal community will be supportive of her getting that help.
Yeah, I do too, and I actually genuinely think that, like, above all, you know, Jacqueline Nunes, of course, she's done some very dodgy things, right? But she's still human, and like I've made mistakes in my time, and you know, we all have to hold our hands up to mistakes at times, and you know, if she came out and said, you know, like, look, I've made some mistakes, you know, I've treated people wrong and all the rest of it, I'd be like, do you know what? Fair enough. It takes balls to come out and do something like that, and you know, to state that you're going to get some help, and I would be all for watching her get help. You know, and I know for a fact that people like Jason Hawes have already stated that all they want to do is get this person some help, you know? And I completely stand by everything that you've just said.
Yeah. I just, it really does sadden me. Because, you know, I've gone through my own journey.
Yeah.
Working on my own issues, like everybody has.
Yeah.
And you know, I wish. Okay, I care about people a lot, and I truly wish I could just give her a big hug and squeeze all those pieces back together.
Yeah.
But I know this is something she has to decide to do for herself, and I don't want her to hit rock bottom's basement to get to that point.
Yeah. I completely see what you're saying, and I echo that. You know, it's difficult to, you know, especially for someone who I can only assume, like I can only assume the position that Jacqueline Nunes is in, right? But you know, for someone like that, it's really like it's hard to be able to recognize what's going on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's and she has to come to that realization herself. Otherwise, like if people tell her, it doesn't make a difference. But she has to come to the realization herself. And anyone that does tell her right now that she's in the wrong is the enemy. You know, so it's yeah, exactly. And it's a scary thought, but you know, it's something that she has to come to herself, which is harder than it seems, isn't it? But I hope that she does find that, and you know, even if she doesn't, but she manages to get herself back on track in some capacity where she can function, run the house, and keep herself out of trouble, then I guess that's all you can really ask for as someone from the outside looking in, I guess, you know?
Yeah. Well, you know, she's if she wants the business to succeed, she's going to have to do that. And it's going to take time to build up a rapport and trust again.
Yeah.
You know, saying that I know is kind of beating a dead horse at this point, but she can do it. That's the thing. I believe she can do it.
Oh, I strongly agree. You know, like I'm all
a wonderful
for,
thing.
Yeah, I'm all for a redemption arc. Me, I love to see an underdog story. So you know, if she can come back and you know, there's a possibility that she could come back stronger than ever from this. You know what I mean? Like, there's like still a lot of hope yet. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens, I suppose. But fingers crossed that you know something will nudge in the next few days.
Yeah, I hope so. I know there's legal ramifications here, but I really hope that it won't be harsh.
Yeah.
Because I think that would make everything worse.
Yeah, I completely agree. I completely agree with everything that you're saying. It is crazy.
Well, that was my thoughts for the day.
No, I do really appreciate
you covering this.
Oh no, thank you for taking the time to chat with me. I appreciate it, Dawson.
Yeah, not a problem. You take care now.
And you look after yourself.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
That's why I'm wondering if it's temporary closed, because she's changing the name. Mate, that could be the case. That could be the case. Obviously, over on Google, that you can do it that way, which is crazy. I just had a text from. I know this is completely off topic, but South Korea has just declared martial law, which is crazy. Just had a text from the missus about it. Like that's kind of that like what a world are we living in right now. President declares martial law. 6 hours later, their parliament have voted against it. Now waiting to see if he'll revoke it. Military waiting on decision to pull out or not. Wow. That's crazy. Sorry, I know that's completely off topic and completely left field, but that's just taken me by surprise. And obviously, I don't know what's going on with the situation. I'm not sure why he's chosen to do that. I thought we were in peace times over in that area of the world. Yeah, but the legal people are trying to overturn it. Yeah, I got that email news about the martial law. What on earth is going on? I know it's completely unrelated to everything we're talking about, but it just popped up and I was like, whoa, you know? Right, I've got someone else waiting in the chat. I'll make this the last one, I'm afraid, guys, because otherwise I could be here all night, and I need a wee. TMI, I suppose. Hello?
Hello, can you
Hey.
hear me?
Yes, I can. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you. Not too bad.
Oh, I called a couple of weeks ago. My name is Powers, but
I remember.
hi. I just wanted to add something more on the fact of like her being in business and just being in America. And currently, I'm trying to do the same, not the same exact thing, but just have my own business. But it way on the offside of not being in the paranormal
Right,
part.
okay.
I think that's where I'm mostly frustrated that it's very hard. Like, I mean, everything's expensive these days, inflation. I've been wondering how she got all this money and how, well, I know that she's being sued and it's just the money part. It's just, it doesn't make any sense. How is she eating?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Obviously, it's a bit of a bitch out there right now, especially with inflation. But I mean, I know she's got a few businesses. She's got a real estate business in Boston. I think she's got a vineyard in Argentina. And she's also got the Conjuring house. So I think that's how she managed to afford it. So she's not exactly short a few bob, to say the least.
No, that's very interesting. Did you already say lawyer? Because I've read the comments.
Yeah, so she's a lawyer. I don't think she's practiced like being a lawyer for a while, and I think she did get kicked off of the bar a little while ago. From what I've heard, I can't confirm that, but you know, she's done very, very well for herself. To be fair, to give her a credit, you know, she's done very, very well for herself, and
with that credit to add on, like, nothing against having all this money. It's just, it does follow a trend. And I'm just thinking of society, not saying names, but it's like when people have money, they can get around things like laws where it kind of seems like it's manifesting to maybe she hasn't faced any consequences.
I completely agree. I mean, like, I don't know if you've been keeping up with the whole P. Diddy situation, but let's like, you know, like, let's look at that, for example. You know, he's a man with a lot of money who's got a lot going against him right now, and he spent the majority of his life just buying his way out of trouble, which is crazy.
Epstein, like, it's...
Yeah.
I'm very, very curious on the monetary part and really the straightforward business aspect of it, because like there's a lot of businesses that open every day, and I've personally witnessed businesses not doing ethical things and working for them because people are trying to find loopholes. And like, for instance, the loophole of like insurance, there's a reason why that's put into place, but I don't think that ever was told to her of like why you need to have this insurance. Maybe that discussion had, but it's just, you got to do it the right way. If you really care about your business, do it right. I couldn't like agree with you more. You know, like it's just what kind of a world are we living in? Do you know what I mean? Like, you've got the problem is like you say. I mean, you're trying to start up your own business, like you say, right? You're doing everything by the book because you have to. And it's difficult to get there, whereas these people that take shortcuts just seem to find a way of doing it quicker and easier. But well, even in the case, like, the one thing that, I mean, I form my own opinion on is just like, you pay your people.
Yes, absolutely. Like,
very straight. They're helping you run your business. You pay them, and like then it just got worse and worse in terms of her business ethics. So never mind anything else. It was just like, there's laws in place, and then on top of that, DUI, there's laws in place.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the whole thing of just coming out and being honest in the end, and what you're saying, like, if she came out and was like, I messed up, my bad, like, I want to rectify it, but it's nothing like that. Well, we'll see in the interview.
Well, yeah, that interview, I do look forward to seeing that. I am, you know, clutching on to seeing what comes out, because I mean, this is obviously the first time that she's going to do a sit-down interview since the very beginning. So,
no, I'm very interested in what's going to happen.
Me too. I reckon it could be more of the same, but maybe she's different face to face.
She tends to surprise people. Well, now not really a surprise. We'll see. But thank you very much for your time. I just wanted to...
thank you too.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Of course. Thank you.
Take care.
You too.
Right, I am going to call it there, guys. I am desperate for a Waz, as you can probably tell. I'm literally doing a little jig right here. It's all the water I've drunk and the Red Bull, I should assume. But let me know what you guys think about all of this stuff down in the comments below while you're down